Oh, hi, welcome to Sid's Tips. Hope you're having a great day. And yes, just wheeling in my walking treadmill today to share with you about this pretty awesome walking treadmill that was sent to me by the company to put to the test. And for me, I especially like to walk when I'm done with a meal. And today was a perfect day because it was raining out. And so I got on the treadmill for 10 minutes after lunch and it was, perfect. A great setup to have in your home. Another great way is if you have a home office or even in an office, even a stand-up desk, this would be a great way to go. You want to make sure, I'm about 6 feet. My stand-up desk, unfortunately, doesn't go high enough with the height of the stand-up desk to make it work. But if you're somebody who has a high enough stand-up desk, this would be a great way to go as well. And one of the things which talk about it being quiet and does it keep up without slowing down or struggling to keep up with the pace. We'll definitely talk about that because that is something to really take into account when you're looking for a walking treadmill. Now this walking treadmill comes in with the black top and also comes in with the white, and I'll be sure to put my referral link in the description as well as in the comment section so you can learn more about the treadmill, see the other color option, see what other people have to say about it, but I will give you my unbiased opinion. So this is a really good basic walking treadmill without any apps or any fancy features. You get a nice display, although it looks like a video game display, which to me looks kind of cool. And also it does have an incline, but it's a manual incline. So before I turn it on, let me show you how to do that. So what you're going to do is from the front, you're going to lift it up and it's got these legs, and now you're going to getting a 6% incline with the treadmill. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, and then you have a switch there where you just turn it on, and now we're good to go there. So let me first share with you, it does come with a remote control, and this remote control is the only way to control the treadmill. That would be my only concern a little bit. But they do have other remote controls, and I'll put a link to the remote control if you need a spare one. It's got a button cell battery in there, I think a 2045 battery, and that comes included. So you've got a basic remote, you got a start stop, and you've got your minus and plus for speed. Now, the way this will work with the treadmill is, obviously first you want to get on there. I find with the remote control is it responds when it's on an angle like this on the back versus standing on top, because I was like, why isn't it responding when I was there doing it from the top? So from over here, it responds just fine. So now it's starting, and here we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start getting on there. Now, when you start the treadmill, it starts at 0.6 miles per hour, and you can get up to 3.8 miles per hour. Now, when I was first thinking about the treadmill, I thought 3.8, that's not gonna be fast enough, but 3.8 is a really, really brisk pace, and I'll demonstrate that to you in a minute. Now, as far as, and we'll talk about the display in a minute, let me just share with you a few things with the treadmill. So we talked about the incline. It's, as far as dimensions, is 46.45 by 22.83 by 5.12 inches high. And as I mentioned, you want to make sure you have a tall enough stand-up desk. It does have 5 layers of rubber, and it really works well. It's quiet, and the belt, I find, really can keep up. And so if you're someone that may be able to run with that kind of speed too, I think you're going to be doing well. Now, one of the things as well, I find it's quiet. Obviously it's gonna make noise, but for a walking treadmill, I think this is pretty quiet. Now, the area of where you're walking on the pad is 16.5 by 37 inches. The material is alloy steel, and it's got a 2.25 horsepower motor, and it supports up to 265 pounds. So those are the specs. And as far as display, you have speed, you have calories, you have time. It doesn't give in seconds, it just gives in full minutes. And then you have distance. Now, as I mentioned, it can go up to 3.8 miles an hour. And I'm gonna go ahead and go 3.8. Now we're at 3.8. And this is fast. And I'm about 6 feet. And you can, it's very quiet. I mean, it really is impressive how quiet it is. And I don't find I'm having any issues with my feet, you know, having to lose balance. The motor really keeps up. So I think this is really well made. And I like how with the remote control and pressing the buttons, it responds quickly. Now, I'm doing 2.4 miles per hour. If I need to stop, you would just press the bottom button, which is the start stop button. You press that, and now the treadmill stops. So do keep in mind, with this treadmill, it doesn't have any emergency cable. You have your remote control, and again, just put it in your pocket. You can also get something if you have your water bottle or you've got some other stuff. You can get yourself like and I'll share with you a setup that I have where it's got a tripod and it's got a plate that sits on top, and you can just put stuff on there. Or if you got another kind of setup that you can put your stuff, then you can put your remote control there and grab it, or again, just put it in your pocket and you can have your water bottle. So I really like this walking treadmill. It works fantastic, and it also wheels easily back and forth. And what I do is when I'm done, I just roll this into another part of my apartment and I lean it against the wall. It's got rubberized bottoms there, and then I put a cover on there in case of any dust, and I don't want it to get into the belt area. So there you go. Definitely a 2 thumbs up, and something I would recommend if you are looking for a walking treadmill to consider this one. And as long as you're not interested or need a bells and whistles, then this could be a great way to go. So there you go. Let me know if you have any questions, and I appreciate the company sending it to me, but this is definitely a keeper and perfect for those nasty days. And also if you work in your home office, you could be walking while working and being productive. All right, see you on the next one. Take care.